Hello, so in this video I will give you a brief introduction to the ABC analysis. The ABC analysis works in terms of we know this thing called the 80-20 rule. This depends on the fact that we say that 80% of the contribution margin of a company of the goods that they sell come from one typical product range. 80% of the revenue will likewise also come from this product. This should be the rule that actually many companies follow because most of the products come from fewest parts of their sold goods. But in order to determine how to deal with the ABC analysis in these tasks that you can be given, you can consider the following. A typical task would be where you have different items. You have yearly consumption, you have the cost price per unit, you have the yearly consumption, and you have the priority. It's your task to deal with it the way that you're supposed to look at. Okay, prioritize the order, the goods number, the accumulated percentage, yearly goods consumption in kroner, accumulated consumption in kroner. Accumulated goods consumption in percentage, A, B, C. But how? You have these different items number, and then you have the yearly consumption and cost price, yearly consumption in kroner. Then it's your task to actually prioritize it. You start off with looking at, okay, the cost price and multiply that with the yearly consumption items. This will give you the yearly goods consumption. So if you look at this, you have cost price here and yearly consumption. This will give you the yearly goods consumption. If you look at this figure and sort these, then you will have the year items numbers here, yearly consumption, cost price per unit, yearly goods consumption, and you can then prioritize them. The fact and reason why we prioritize them is because we need to know exactly at. I've copied this one too many times, but it doesn't matter because we need to actually look at the yearly goods consumption, because if we see here the item number here and the yearly consumption of this and the cost price of this is actually our first priority. This, and then afterwards this. These are our first priority. This is 20% of the goods that we sell, which is our number one priority. So if we look at yearly consumption and we want to see, okay, how much is it in total of the yearly consumption goods, then we accumulated goods. Therefore, the accumulated goods consumption, if we take the yearly goods consumption 900,000, 640,000, then we keep on adding them so that in total we have 200,000, and again accumulated goods and consumption in percentage, again 45% of the first good, 45% out of the 2 million in total, and then 77% if we have priority number 1 and number 2 and add these two together, and therefore we know, okay, this pretty much follows the 80-20 rule, because we see the prioritize 1 and 2, they total of 77%, then 3, 4, and 5, these range to almost 10%, and the last 5%, the C goods, which isn't as high a big priority for us as the others.